Hi everyone, my name is Ben Goldsmith from Goldsmith Property. Over the coming weeks, I'll be sharing with you some of the systems and processes that we've used to source more than 25 properties in the past few years. I'll be making some bite-sized videos over the coming weeks that I'll be sharing on social media, and I really hope that I can provide some value in these videos for those of you who are thinking about investing in properties in the coming years, and to help you in deciding what makes a good investment for you. This video will cover the first part of our deal analysis, showing you how I analyse a deal to see if it meets our criteria for investing. At the beginning, it's really important to identify the investment strategy we used when buying, as this is fundamental to deciding if a deal is suitable or not. Our strategy is a cash flow strategy rather than a capital growth strategy. So what I'm interested in is what a property will put in my pocket every month as profits after costs. It's also worth saying that an important part of our strategy was to buy properties which we believed were below market value or where we thought we could add value through refurbishment. This then allowed us to buy, add value and remortgage in order to recycle our capital and use it for buying more properties. The second part of the deal analysis will cover analysing how much capital it takes to deliver the cash flow, and this will be covered in the next video. So just to summarise before we start, there are two parts to our analysis of a property. Firstly, how much cash flow it will deliver, and then secondly, what capital it will require to deliver that cash flow. So this is the spreadsheet we use for the initial basic analysis. If a property passes this test, then it might be of interest and is worth looking at in more detail. The spreadsheet is used for single lets and HMO and cash flow analysis, as well as the analysis of capital left in. But we'll hide the HMO and capital parts now and cover these in later videos. So let's look at a single let example to start with. This is a house or flat you rent to a single person, two people, or a family on the same tenancy. This is an actual example of a two-bed property that I bought in Leeds. It was on the market for £75,000 and I managed to get it for £69,000. My analysis of local property prices indicated that a two-bed property in this area of Leeds was worth around £100,000. A refurb of £9,000 was required to achieve this, and I estimated rents would be in the region of £625 to £650 per month, so I put the lower figure in. Because my model was to buy, refurb and then remortgage, I'm interested in the cash flow, not at the price I buy the property, but the price I remortgage it at. It's no good if I buy a property, it cash flows, then I remortgage and it provides little or even no cash flow with the higher mortgage payments. So it's really important that we analyse the cash flow at the end of the process. This is what really matters. The mortgage amount is therefore based on the end value of the property. In order to determine the cash flow from a property, we need to deduct a number of costs. First of all, we have mortgage payments. Then we have letting agent fees. I use a figure of 10% for a single let property. It's a little higher in some places, a little lower in others. You can adapt this as you need. We also need to deduct monthly operating costs. Even though with single let properties the tenants pay most of the bills, there are still some costs that the landlord needs to cover, such as insurance, keeping safety certificates up to date, so your gas certificate, your periodic electrical safety certificate, PAT tests on appliances in the property. There's also maintenance. This will depend on the age of the property and its overall condition, but some allowance for maintenance is essential. And voids. To be realistic, some allowance of voids should be made. In this example, we've allocated just over £750 a year to cover these costs. You'll see that I have got cash flow figures for three different rates of mortgage interest. Again, it's no good having a property that cash flows now, but when interest rates go up, will start to cost you money. Interest rates will definitely go up in the future, so we need to be prepared for this. Therefore, we stress test our potential investments at higher levels of interest rates. Everyone will have their own level of comfort with the risk of interest rate rises. Our benchmark for a single let investment is that it needs to cash flow at least £100 a month at a 6% mortgage interest rate. With interest rates around 3 to 4% at the moment for buy-to-let mortgages, this allows rates to rise quite a bit before the property will begin to lose money. About 8% would be the threshold for this property where we start to lose money, and obviously raising rents would help avoid this. You can see that the spreadsheet allows us to play around with the rents and the property value to see what works. If rents in the area were £500, for example, then the property would cash flow £150 a month at 4% interest rates here, but barely cash flows at 6% interest rates. This would not meet our criteria. Actually, we achieved £650 a month on this property, and the property revalued at £105,000. So the cash flow at 6% was £126 a month, and with a current mortgage at 4%, we actually cash flow over £250 a month on this property. This met our criteria for cash flow, so we then proceeded to look at how much capital it required to leave in the property, and I'll cover this process in the next video. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then please like the Goldsmith Property Facebook page, share the post, and keep visiting us for more information on property investing strategies and systems. Also visit our website for more information on what we do and how we can help you. You can see our website at www.goldsmith-property.co.uk. If you have any questions, then please post them below and I'll try and answer them as quickly as I can. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.